everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and we're going to work on our Christmas mini journal today some more. It's been a few days. I'm going to get out my Bo Bunny paste. It's stencil paste gold. I love this stuff. I used it a lot on my Esther journal and I just love it. And I think Christmas is a great time to use the gold, so it's a great excuse to use it. So I am going to put it on the edges of everything, not everything, but a whole bunch of the things. So I've got my little pieces and parts here, and I think I will just start with a paintbrush. Let's see, let me find one that I don't mind. I don't want to use my very best one, but here's one I think I got at Walmart pretty inexpensively. So I think I'm just gonna try and gild the edges and let it kind of swoop over here and there, because when the light hits it, it's really pretty. Okay, it looks like I'm probably gonna need, I think I'm gonna put down, I better put down some newspaper or something. I think this might be messy, so I'm gonna, I should have done that to start with, but hey, better late than never. I think I better get some water in a bowl too for that brush. I don't want it to dry out. This stuff's pretty thick. So I've been busy working on some digital things. I just put a autumn kit out, which probably I should have done before the Christmas one, but I just wanted to make sure I got this Christmas one out in plenty of time for you guys to work on several if you wanted to give them as gifts. So then I went back and did an autumn one. So now I'm kind of kicking around. That kind of made me think about harvest and prosperity and how good God blesses us. And that brought to mind the whole seed time and harvest thing from the Bible. So that kind of needs to go together. So I'm just kind of sorting out what does that look like as far as a journal. And I also, because I've been talking to you about my Billy Burke watching, and we went to see him and all that. And I think I said this, but I'm not sure. But I just want to say, one of the people actually said this on one of his videos. She said somebody from her church said, well, you're just chasing a man, because she was going to his service. And she said, I'm not chasing a man. I'm chasing the anointing. And I just think that's a great way to characterize it, because it does kind of sound like you go gaga over a preacher or this or that. But in reality, what you're after is the anointing and the blessing from God that is on that person. And some people just have gifts. So anyway, so healing. So I wanted to do a journal about healing. And I'm also trying to be aware of, the seasons and those kind of things. And so like I already have a Hope mini journal. I think it's a mini journal. Now I can't even remember. That I keep saying I'm going to put on. But it's a very spring oriented, it's bees and daisies, and it seems very spring-like. So I think I'm going to hold it till the spring. And be a nice wake-up journal for the spring, I think. It's real bright and cheery, and as Hope should be, I guess, huh? So, this time of the year is kind of when, people think about Thanksgiving and harvest and all that. And so that's why I was thinking about the prosperity sort of blessing, the fruits of things. Okay, so I've done a few pockets. I also want to get some on these pages. I'm going to avoid the bottom because I'm not sure where the pockets will go, but I'll try to not do where a pocket would go. Kind of have to, I want to hurry, but I can't because it's gotta be kind of careful with this stuff. I don't mind it being a rough edge, but I don't want it to look like I lost my mind when I did it. Okay, I'm going to skip over a couple pages. This has kind of a gap on the edge. Hopefully that fills in a little bit. I wonder if I can take several and maybe just like gild the edges of the pages with it. I'll try that. It works on those edges, not so much on the top, I think. I also don't want them to get stuck together and tear, so I'm trying not to mash them together and I think I'll get some stencils. Got some loose tissue paper there. I'm just going to try and smash it down with this glue, this gold paste. I think that'll glue it. Okay, let's see, go back here. Some of these paintings, these Renaissance type old master paintings, seem like they should have gilded edges, don't they? Don't want to cover the words up. So we're going back to see Billy Burke again at the end. This is October, the beginning of October, and I think the third week of October he's going to be in Eufaula. I think that's how you say it, Oklahoma. And he's going to be there for 3 services, so we're going to run down there. It's not too far from here and attend those services. I've got that gold tool that I got at the dollar store the other day too, and I'm going to sew a ruffle on the edge of one of these pages with it. Okay, so I'm gonna set this over here to dry and pull out some more of these pieces and parts from the kit. Just keep adding the gold. So the construction next door has stopped. They were digging out a big sort of dry, well, it wasn't dry, but a big, what do you call it? Water retention pond, sort of, for this housing addition next door. And when it rained, we had some torrential rain this last week, and it went down into the pond they dug, ran over where it's supposed to run out, went down and flooded our neighbor's driveway, actually washed it out, and then he got a tractor and plowed it and redid it, and then it washed it out again. So there are some legal things going on to try and make sure they do what they need to do and do it properly. So meanwhile, it seems like construction has stopped next door. So all is quiet, which is kind of nice. I'm going to go get a stencil, and I'm going to actually use the paste through a stencil if I can find one that's, let's see what I have here. See if I have anything. That might work as like a snowflake looking design. Here are a couple that might work, maybe pieces and parts of them. Might look either snowflake-like or yeah, And of course that one might work too. So I'm just gonna bring this back. And I think I'll do it on this page. And I'm gonna get my palette knife. All right, so just a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna, because I sewed this together, I'm gonna have to put something here to keep it from closing on itself. I think I'm gonna go ahead, I know I'm in the middle of this, but I'm not crazy about these gold pages, and I know this has got to be glued in somewhere, this pop-up. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it in and be done with it so I can stop trying to enhance these gold pages that I don't like. So I'm just going to get my Bearly Art Glue and glue her in. And pull it back from the fold so that it doesn't hang up when I open it. Uh-oh. Crunched up my little... There. Okay. So I can stop thinking about that page. And what else did I have? Oh yeah, I have this envelope to put on one. Might as well glue it in. And I was thinking about putting it over that upside down, this upside down bird. I don't know. I think maybe a pocket will fix that because I really like this part. Let's see what else I have. Maybe the other green one that I have in here. Yeah, just not a big fan of that. Let's see what else have I got. Oh, there's another one. There's plenty of those to go around. So I'm gonna, oops, put this here and glue this in back here. And let me see, I forgot what's going on inside, so let me open it. I don't know if it's got an upside or a downside. It does. Okay, so it needs to go this way because it's got pockets this way. So it needs to glue in this way. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull it back to the away from the fold too because I want it to be able to open up really well. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna let that dry. Oh yeah, so back to the gold. So I was looking for places to put gold stenciling. I think I might do some there. So let me get, I like that corner, so I just think I'll do that little corner there. And I got my brush out. Oops, I meant to get my palette knife. kind of want to put it on thick and let it be dimensional. See if I can get that to work. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool. All right, so now I need something to stick in here, and then I'm going to let those things dry. And of course, you know me, I don't want to waste anything, so I'm going to take this gold that's on the stencil, just kind of wipe it on some of these other items so it doesn't go to waste. Okay, so I've been looking for ways to kind of enhance some of these pockets, and I think what I'm going to do is do a blanket stitch on the edge of a couple of them. So I'm going to use this red, I think there's 4 strands here. Maybe I don't need 4. Let me see. Yeah, there's 4 strands. Let me see if I can get that to go through the needle, because that does look like about the right thickness. Okay, and I'm going to use this one. There's some red berries on here, so I think this might add a little bit of interest if I can stitch without tearing this. And try and be careful. And if I can remember how to do it. I always have trouble getting it started, and then I remember, oh yeah. Let's see, so it came up from the back. We'll see. I need the knot to be in the back, so we'll see how this goes. I have to be careful when I glue it to hide the knot. Okay, so the needle goes in from the front and then through that loop of thread. Once I get going, it's not too bad. Just there. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. I always ask the question, but nobody ever answers me. Like, do you guys have this kind of clumsy stuff happen to you when you're working, or is it just me? And it seems worse when I have the video camera on, of course. I'm getting, they're getting fatter, so I'm going to go back in. I want them to be varied. I don't want them to all be the same. So I'm going to take a short one, take a long one, take a short one, just so it doesn't look too regular. Now, if you like regular, then have at it. You could also stitch on the machine. That would be cute. In red and green thread. I might have to do that. That might be something just to add a little bit of color. This is adding quite a bit of color, but this particular pocket was pretty neutral. It didn't look very Christmassy, so I thought it would be a good candidate to do this on. Boy, looks like I'm gonna have just barely the right amount to do one side of this, so I guess that works. See if I can get a finishing one here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay, and then I think what I'm gonna do is cut this off and then put a piece of washi tape over it to kind of hold it. I didn't want to have a knot that I had to try to hide that close to the edge, so I'll just do that. I should have probably done that to start this with, but hindsight is 20/20. My gold is dry yet. I bet that one's not. Well, it's probably wet in the middle. If I smash it, it would probably be wet still, but I think I can get away with doing stuff up here. So let's just take care of this page right now. I'm going to make a pocket on the bottom. I think I will make a green felt pocket to cover the bottom, at least. So it's not so obvious that I made an upside down bird. So where are my scissors? Okay, let's see. All right, let's see if I can't get that a little bit straighter. All right. Okay. All right, so then I need some Christmasing up. What if I could just put a piece of this. This is what I cut off of that. It was a dishcloth, and I just cut that off of it. So I could just glue that there. So I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac. See if I can get it to cooperate with me. I don't know. I have the hardest time keeping my Fabri-Tac ready to go. It's always, I thin it down and it thickens up. And I thin it down and it thickens up. Ooh, it's gonna cooperate with me today, yay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. And then glue the little band of Christmas fabric on the edge. So I just got back from Kansas City, and I took a partial junk journal up to a friend of mine, and this lady that she's very excited, to do something with the junk journal, but she doesn't really have all the art supplies, but she has lots of papers and memorabilia and mementos that she wants to put in a junk journal. And so I made her one that was, I would call it half finished, and so she could finish the rest of it. So it had a few pockets, but not all of them, and I put a cloth cover on it for her, but she does sewing and things, and she loves to do crafting, so I thought, well, she could do some finishing touches to it and start to put her goodies into it. So that was really fun, because I'd been working on that for a while and didn't know when I would go up there, when I'd see her, and we just kind of on the spur of the moment decided to run to Kansas City for a couple of days. So I got to give that to her, and she was excited. She was really happy with it. She thought it was neat. So that was fun. Okay. All right, so there's that. Kill two birds with one stone, no pun intended. All right. So then I'm looking for, I wonder if I should, I think maybe I should go ahead and glue my pockets in. So I'm going to get my pockets out. See how many do I have. I forget. Quite a few of these corner pockets, I think. And I'm just going to start I'm not going to glue them in until I lay them out. I'm going to stick them in where I think they'll go. And that way I can make sure I've got them where I want them. Okay. So this, I think I need a big pocket. So I'm not overly fond of this design. So I need to find one, if I have a big pocket that goes that direction. Yes, this one does. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. This one needs a big one, I think, to Christmas it up. That one's got a pocket. Let's see. I'm looking at this because it's got red and stuff, but it's more of a pinky red, so I'm kind of looking at, I mean, that might be cute. I might put her there. Let's see. This one definitely needs a big one. Yeah, I guess that could go there. I hate to cover up some of these pieces of artwork. Okay, so this needs a pocket. That could go there. Let's see. Here's another big one. I mean, I could glue it on that side. And this one needs one. Let's see. This one. Okay, so now I have small pockets. So let me go back through. I don't want to cover up any of the story ones. Put one here. And I could put one here. Uh-oh, I've got to, like I said, you don't want to glue them together. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Okay, that could go there. I really want to put one there though, so let me see what I got. It's that direction. That could go there. That could go there, and then this could go here. This needs one in this corner. I kind of don't want to cover where it says Christmas because none of this really talks about Christmas. So maybe I'll leave one up here. I don't usually do them in the top corner, but it does work. Okay. Well, these are all corners for this side. I don't want to cover her up. That's too similar. Okay, so this one goes on this side. Let me go back here. Yeah, that one could go there. That one. I don't like that one there. It's too similar. Let's see what else I've got going on. That's going to go there. This could be another. No, I don't really want to cover those words up. Or that picture. And this has got a pocket. Let's see. No. And that one's got that. That's got the same. This one's got this. Well, looks like I've got 2 leftovers. All right, well, I think I'll go ahead and glue these pockets in because I feel like that's going to work. So, oh, let's see. Was I going to... I was actually going to... do a few more. Whoops, not that one. Okay, so this, I'm going to do that there. Okay. I was going to put some edge. I was going to do some more blanket stitching, only with a bigger, without a needle and with a bigger trim, if I can halfway get these dots even. Oh boy. Okay, well, we'll see how that looks. I'm going to use, let's see. I think I'm going to try this gold eyelash trim and see if I can get it to work. This ought to be interesting. Do I want that? No, you know what? I'm going to do the ribbon. Because there's red. And since I've learned from my last one, I'm going to tape it, glue it. I'll use a wider tape. I'm going to glue. Glue the beginning and put some tape on it to hold it. So that means I need to know how much ribbon I need to cut, which I do not. So I'm going to cut more than I think I will need. We'll see if that works out. Okay. Okay, so let's see how this works. So I'm going to go through the front. And through the front. See, is that right? I feel like I didn't do something quite the right way here. Okay, I think it's because the first one you come up a different way. So going through the front, see if it straightens out and looks uniform here in a little bit. Okay, I don't need this in my way. Let me move this to the side. I just need to mark where it's supposed to go. Okay. Ah! Well, it looks like I got plenty of ribbon, I'll say that. Oh, well. Better than running out in the middle. This kind of reminds me of those Tandy leather kits they used to make. I never got to do one, but they had billfolds and different things. I think mainly for boys, but you'd put them all together and then do this stitch to hold it all together. Okay, all right. And then I'll do the same thing in the back here. And let's see. See how that looks, yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me glue this in. I think I'll use another piece of this fabric edge. And glue on here. Boy, for those of you guys who have lots of Christmas crafting things, you will have a heyday on this. I'm pretty limited. but I'm making it work. Okay, and this one. This toy one really ought to go over here with the Toy Emporium, but I guess I could put it on that side. Put this one over here. I think I will. Oh, I was going to do this one in the corner. Could do it over in this corner. No, I think I'll put it up here. Okay. Go ahead and put this on here. Got this gold trim. I think I'm going to add a little bit to that. It just needs some little sparkle, I think. So I'm going to add that across there. Let's see. Okay, so that's, I think I got all the pockets glued in. And I need to do this edging on one of them. Let's see. This might be one. A cute one. It needs some enhancing. So I think I will go to the sewing machine and sew this on. Actually, I could probably just glue it on with, I'm going to try just gluing it on with Fabri-Tac. Since my Fabri-Tac is cooperating today. Okay, so there's that. And then, you know, I love to do the little tulle book tabs. Oh, and I've got the gold too. Sew on the edge of one. So let's see. I wonder if I doubled it over, if that would be too crazy sticking out. I guess I could just shorten it. Yeah, I think I need to cut it in half. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll use both of these. I'm going to go gather them on the sewing machine. So basically run a basting stitch through it and gather it up and then sew it to the edge of pages. So I will be right back. Okay, so I went over and gathered up the gold tulle and stitched the ruffle onto there for the edge of that page. And then I'm going to cut a little piece of the red tulle I've got sitting here, and I'm going to punch a hole with my bigger punch. And hopefully, hope I made this big enough. We'll see. Poke this through. And then, yeah, that'll work. Uh-oh. And no, it won't. Okay. Okay, so necessity is the mother of invention. Is that how that saying goes? So I have some samples here from my old job that I'm going to cut into circles to cover up the hole I punched. So let me see. If I can get close to this. Cut up close to these and cut out circles. I'm gonna cut close to this because the only part I want is this middle part of this. Okay, let's see if I can get two of the, I want at least two out of this. It's so pretty. Two. Okay, so take these circles and use them as tabs and cover this hole I punched that tore out from the tool. Okay, let me move those out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to that goes really well with the colors on that page too. I want to scooch that out as far as I can and still cover the hole. And then on this side, I'm going to put a piece of red foil paper. All right, so that covers up my mistake and gives me a tab. And so then I can put a tab. Actually, that looks kind of cute. Now I'm going to do it here. And I'm going to put one down here. I mean, I guess I could put one on one of these journaling pages. I'm going to do that. I know it's supposed to be a journaling page, but I don't want to waste this pocket. So maybe I will make a little journaling pad and put it in this pocket. Okay. So there's that. And then I do need a ribbon to tie around this. And I said I was going to do so that would work. So I think I'm pretty much done with this. I'm going to come back, and on the next video I'm going to stuff it, and that will be it for this journal. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please click like and think about subscribing. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.